Welcome to Alaska, a land where the earth unfolds like a vast, rugged poem written in glaciers and towering pines, where the sky stretches wide and wild above endless horizons. Here, every breath carries the crispness of untouched wilderness, mingling with the whispers of ancient forests and the distant call of soaring eagles. This is a place of quiet grandeur and raw beauty, where time seems to slow and the soul finds space to wander freely. Beneath skies painted with shifting hues of pale blues and fiery golds, the landscape breathes. Glaciers shimmer like liquid crystal, rivers dance with life, and mountains rise with stoic grace. The air is thick with the scent of pine and earth, the soft rustle of leaves a constant lullaby. At dawn, the sun spills light across valleys and ridges, revealing the delicate frost that clings to moss and wildflowers, while the distant howl of a wolf echoes, threading a thread of wildness through the stillness. To travel here is to embrace the rhythms of nature in their purest form. Respect for this land and its people is a first step. Alaska's indigenous communities hold traditions rooted in deep connection to the earth, and their stories ripple through the forests and rivers. When you visit, approach with quiet reverence, honoring local customs with an open heart. Simple gestures, a soft greeting, patience, and kindness go far in building bridges of trust. Dress warmly in layers. For Alaska's weather can change swiftly. The wind may bite even in summer, and rain is a frequent visitor. Waterproof jackets and sturdy boots will carry you through forests and along rocky shores. Sampling local fare is a delight. Fresh salmon grilled over open flames, wild berries bursting with sweetness, and hearty soups that warm the spirit. When trying new foods, savor them slowly and listen to the stories behind the harvest. Getting around often means slow, deliberate travel. Roads are fewer, and nature's vastness demands patience. Boats, small planes, and hiking trails connect places where cars cannot reach. Carry local currency, but credit cards are widely accepted in towns. Tipping is appreciated, but always gentle, reflecting gratitude rather than obligation. Learning a few words of Tlingit or other indigenous languages is a beautiful way to connect, even if just to say thank you or hello. Safety here is tied to awareness. Bears roam freely, so follow guidelines about food storage and distance. Laws protecting wildlife and natural areas are strict. Respecting them preserves the land for generations to come. Watch the seasons shift gently. Summer's endless daylight invites adventure, while winter's long nights offer a chance for quiet reflection beneath the aurora's glow. As you move through this vast wilderness, let your pace slow and your senses open. Listen to the river's song. Feel the crunch of frost beneath your boots, and watch how the light shifts from dawn to dusk. In Alaska, every moment is a gift, a chance to witness nature's poetry written anew with each passing day. When you finally leave this place, carry with you not just memories, but a deepened respect for a land so wild, so alive. Alaska does not merely exist on maps. It lives in the heart of those who wander its forests and mountains, whispering stories of resilience, beauty, and quiet strength long after the journey ends. Welcome to Tongass National Forest, a vast cathedral of ancient trees and mist-wrapped mountains where nature's pulse beats in the rhythm of rushing streams and rustling leaves. Here, beneath a canopy woven from towering Sitka spruce and western hemlock, the air hangs heavy with the scent of damp earth and salt-kissed ocean breezes. This is a sanctuary where time is measured in the quiet growth of moss and the slow dance of sunlight filtering through emerald boughs. Walking through Tongass is like stepping into a living dream. The forest floor soft beneath your feet, carpeted with ferns and dappled with gentle light. The call of ravens punctuates the stillness, while salmon surge upstream in a timeless ritual of life and renewal. The endless expanse of wilderness invites a deep breath and a quiet surrender to the majesty surrounding you. To move gently through Tongass is to honor its ancient spirit. When exploring, respect the delicate balance here. Tread softly on trails, keep a mindful distance from wildlife, and leave no trace behind. The weather is ever-changing. Layered clothing and waterproof gear will keep you comfortable amid sudden drizzles and coastal fog. Footwear should be sturdy, suited to slippery routes and rocky paths. Local guides share stories steeped in tradition, illuminating the forest's secrets with warmth and wisdom. Taste the wild, fresh berries, tender salmon, and forage herbs, but always with gratitude and respect for what the land provides. Travel by kayak or on foot to feel the forest's heartbeat, moving slowly to catch the shimmer of a heron's wing or the glint of a beaver's lodge. Connectivity here is limited. Embrace the quiet and plan ahead. Basic supplies can be found in nearby communities, but carrying essentials with you honors the forest's remote nature. Understanding and patience open doors to connection with both people and place. As you leave Tongass, carry with your forest's quiet strength, its resilience and grace, etched in every towering tree and every whispered breeze. Here, the wild lingers long after you've gone, inviting you always to return to its embrace. Taku Glacier flows silently like a frozen river, a giant heart of ice pulsing deep within Alaska's wilderness. Its ancient blue crevasses shimmer beneath a veil of snow, reflecting the quiet power and patience of glaciers that have shaped the land over millennia. The air here is sharp and crisp, carrying the faint scent of cold earth and melting ice. Approach with reverence, mindful of the glacier's shifting nature and the delicate balance it holds with the surrounding forest and waterways. Dress warmly in layers, sturdy boots essential for rocky paths. Local guides offer knowledge and safety for those who venture close, sharing insights into Glacier's slow, majestic movement. Though remote, this place invites quiet reflection, a reminder of nature's grandeur and the fragile beauty held within the ice. In Taku's presence, time slows, and the wilderness whispers its ancient stories. Denali rises like a solitary titan, piercing the Alaskan sky with its snow-crowned peak, the highest in North America. The vast park stretches beneath it, endless tundra, forests, and rivers weaving a tapestry of wild beauty. Here, the silence is profound, broken only by the distant call of the golden eagle or the soft rumble of glaciers far away. Exploring Denali requires patience and respect. Dress in layers to face the unpredictable mountain weather, and prepare for rugged terrain that demands sturdy boots and a careful step. Wildlife sightings, from grizzly bears to caribou, are gifts best admired from a distance, honoring their space and freedom. Travel with local guides when possible, whose stories and knowledge reveal the park's hidden wonders. Remember to carry essentials and practice leave no trace principles to protect this pristine wilderness. Denali is more than a mountain. It's a symbol of endurance and quiet strength, inviting all who visit to stand humbly beneath its grandeur. Hatcher Pass unfolds like a secret jewel nestled in the Alaska Range, where rugged peaks cradle hidden valleys bathed in wildflowers and crisp mountain air. The trail winds through alpine meadows awash with colors, golden fireweed, purple lupin, and delicate white asters dancing in the gentle breeze. Here, the sky feels impossibly vast, stretching endlessly above granite cliffs and whispering pines. The soundscape is a symphony of rushing creeks, distant bird calls, and the soft crunch of boots on rocky trails. In autumn, the aspen leaves turn to flames of gold, setting the landscape ablaze with warmth before the coming winter hush. This is a place where nature's poetry is written in every stone and leaf. Visiting Hatcher Pass invites a gentle rhythm. Pace yourself slowly, drink deeply from the fresh mountain streams, and breathe in pure air that clears the mind and heart. Weather shifts quickly here. Layers, waterproof jacket, and sturdy footwear are essential. Respect trail etiquette, yielding to others and staying on marked paths to protect fragile wildflowers and avoid disturbing wildlife. Locals cherish the area for its mining history and warm community spirit, welcoming visitors with quiet kindness. Seasonal festivals bring a touch of joy, but outside of those moments, the pass remains a sanctuary of solitude and reflection. As daylight fades behind jagged peaks, let the memory of Hatcher Pass linger, a quiet reminder of wild beauty patiently waiting just beyond the beaten path. Palmer greets you with a gentle embrace of wide-open fields framed by the distant peaks of the Tongass Mountains. The air carries the sweet scent of fertile earth and fresh harvests, a reminder of this small town's rich agricultural roots. Here, life moves at a calm, steady rhythm, where time seems to slow under the expanse of Alaskan sky. In the summer months, sprawling gardens burst with vibrant colors, rows of potatoes, carrots, and wildflowers that sway with the breeze. Farmers' markets offer a bounty of fresh produce and homemade crafts, inviting you to savor the flavors and stories of the land. The community is warm and welcoming, proud of its heritage yet open-hearted to visitors. When exploring Palmer, dress in layers to prepare for sudden weather changes and comfortable shoes for wandering the local trails or town streets. Respect the locals' way of life by embracing their slower pace and kindness. Try the region's celebrated berries and freshly caught salmon. Simple, honest foods that tell the story of the Earth's generosity. Getting around is easy by car, but cycling or walking reveal the town's quiet charms up close. Small shops and cozy cafes invite moments of pause and connection. Seasonal festivals, like the famed Alaska State Fair, bring laughter and light, drawing visitors together in celebration. As evening descends, watch the golden glow settle over fields and mountains alike, and carry with you Palmer's tender spirit, a gentle heartbeat nestled in Alaska's wild embrace. The Kenai River flows with a lively spirit, its waters weaving silver threads through the Alaskan wilderness, rushing and tumbling over smooth stones. It carries life from mountain glaciers down to emerald forests and quiet bays. Along its banks, the air hums with the promise of adventure and the timeless rhythm of nature's cycle. Birds will overhead, their calls mingling with the splash of leaping salmon. Thrilling displays of endurance and grace. The river invites you to pause and listen to the current's steady song, the rustle of alder branches, and the subtle scent of spruce and fresh water mingling in the breeze. Travel gently here, aware that the river's health is fragile and precious. Wear layered clothing and waterproof boots for riverbank hikes, and be prepared for sudden weather changes. Local guides offer thoughtful tours, teaching respect for the ecosystem and sharing stories of indigenous heritage tied deeply to the water. Fishing is a cherished tradition, best approached with patience and humility. Enjoy local delicacies featuring the river's bounty, savoring the taste of wild salmon cooked simply and well. When boating or kayaking, always follow safety guidelines and remain mindful of wildlife habitats. As you leave the Kenai River's embrace, carry its vibrant energy within, a flowing reminder of nature's resilience and the quiet strength found in every ripple. Ketchikan greets you with the salty tang of the sea and the vibrant colors of its iconic totem poles, standing tall against a misty backdrop. Known as the salmon capital of the world, this coastal town hums with the steady rhythm of fishing boats, seagulls, and the soft lapping of water against weathered docks. Its wooden boardwalks invite quiet strolls where history and nature mingle. The air is thick with stories. Indigenous heritage lives here, carved into totems that tell ancient tales of clan and spirit. The scent of cedarwood mingles with fresh seafood markets, where the catch of the day promises rich, buttery flavors. Mist often blankets the harbor, lending a dreamlike quality to mornings and evenings. When visiting Ketchikan, dress in waterproof layers and sturdy shoes. Rain is a frequent visitor. Take time to learn local customs, offering respectful greetings and honoring indigenous culture. Sample fresh salmon, halibut, and smoked fish. Savor the flavors and the stories they carry. Getting around is simple by foot or boat. Take the time to explore nearby islands or wander through vibrant art galleries and shops. Always approach wildlife and local waters with care and patience. Ketchikan's charm is quiet yet profound, a place where sea and forest meet to tell their timeless stories. Kenai Fjords National Park stretches like a masterpiece carved by ice and sea, where towering glaciers meet deep cobalt waters. The air here is crisp and filled with the scent of salt and pine, mingling with the distant roar of calving ice. Mist drapes the fjords, softening the rugged cliffs and adding mystery to the endless horizon. Wildlife thrives in this wild sanctuary. Orcas breach, see otters play, and bald eagles soar with effortless grace. The land and water intertwine in a delicate dance shaped over millennia, inviting quiet awe and reverence. Visiting Kenai Fjords calls for layered clothing, sturdy boots, and rain protection. Weather changes swiftly near the coast. Guided tours provide safe passage through the park's wonders while respecting its fragile ecosystem. Bring binoculars and patience to catch glimpses of elusive wildlife. As the sun sets behind icy peaks, let the memory of Kenai Fjords linger, a place where Earth's raw beauty humbles a heart and whispers the secrets of time. Katmai National Park is a realm of volcanic wonder and wild grace, where rugged peaks rise above steaming fumaroles and rivers teem with life. Here, the earth breathes, alive with the whispers of ancient eruptions and the steady pulse of salmon spawning beneath crystal waters. The smell of wet stone and pine mingles with the fresh, cool air, inviting you into a landscape both fierce and tender. Walking through Katmai is to feel the raw power of nature tempered by quiet beauty. Bears gather at Brooks Falls, their massive forms silhouetted against rushing water, a timeless spectacle of survival and patience. The landscape shifts from dense forest to open tundra, each step revealing new textures. The crunch of leaves, the murmur of flowing streams. When visiting, layer your clothing against unpredictable weather and bring sturdy boots for uneven terrain. Guided excursions are invaluable, offering safe, respectful ways to witness wildlife and learn about the park's geology and indigenous heritage. Carry out all waste, honor wildlife from a distance, and tread lightly on fragile soils. Katmai holds a wild heartbeat that lingers, a reminder of nature's enduring strength and the delicate balance we share with the earth. Mendenhall Glacier glistens like a silent giant frozen in time, its icy face etched with deep blue crevasses and ancient stories. The glacier's slow, steady advance shapes the valley below, carving rivers and feeding emerald forests that hum with life. The crisp air carries a faint scent of snow and pine, inviting quiet reflection beside this monumental force. Approach with care and respect. Paths and viewing areas offer safe vantage points to witness the glacier's grandeur without disturbing its fragile environment. Layered clothing and sturdy footwear are essential to navigate damp trails and shifting weather. Local visitor centers provide insight into the glacier's history, climate stories, and the cultural significance held by indigenous peoples who have long revered this land. Seasonal changes bring shifting moods. Winter's icy stillness gives way to summer's vibrant thaw. Savor a moment of stillness here, where the slow movement of ice mirrors the patient rhythms of nature itself, inviting you to pause, listen, and feel connected to something far greater than yourself. Kodiak Island stretches wide beneath a sky often brushed with mist, its rugged shores meeting the restless sea in a dance as old as time. The air is cool and tinged with salt, carrying the calls of seabirds and the distant roar of the ocean waves. Dense forests cloak the island's interior, home to the famous Kodiak bears who roam with quiet authority among ancient spruce and cedar. Here, the rhythms of nature are both wild and tender. Streams brim with salmon, and the land pulses with the steady heartbeat of the wilderness. The island's small communities hold fast to traditions, blending subsistence living with deep respect for the environment. Travelers are invited to dress in layers, prepared for sudden weather changes and damp coastal winds. Exploring Kodiak is best done with local guides who share stories of the island's natural wonders and indigenous heritage, fostering a respectful and mindful journey. Let the stillness of Kodiak Island seep into your soul, a place where sea, forest, and spirit intertwine in enduring harmony. The Dalton Highway stretches like a solitary ribbon across the vast Alaskan wilderness, cutting through endless tundra, rugged mountains, and frozen rivers. This remote route is a journey into the raw heart of the North, where silence reigns and the landscape unfolds in stark, breathtaking beauty. The air is sharp and pure, carrying the scent of cold earth and distant pine. Travel here demands preparation and respect. The road is rugged and often isolated, with few services along the way. Layered clothing, sturdy boots, and emergency supplies are essential companions. Weather shifts quickly, and the highway offers both challenge and solitude for those willing to embrace it. Along the way, the vastness invites quiet reflection, the endless sky meeting frozen horizons, the whisper of wind over snow and stone. Wildlife may appear as fleeting shadows, caribou, wolves, or the occasional eagle soaring overhead. The Dalton Highway is more than a road. It's a passage to the wild soul of Alaska, where every mile tells a story of resilience and raw, untamed beauty. Anchorage pulses with vibrant energy where wilderness meets urban life, a gateway city framed by towering mountains and vast waterways. The scent of fresh pine mingles with the hum of city streets, where modern life thrives alongside deep respect for nature's grandeur. Here, skyscrapers rise with the same quiet strength as the nearby peaks, and the rhythm of the city reflects both adventure and community. Explore Anchorage's neighborhoods on foot or bike, where colorful murals and local markets offer a glimpse into Alaska's rich culture. Dress in layers to prepare for rapidly changing weather. Rain or shine, the city's spirit shines bright. Take time to visit the Anchorage Museum or stroll along the Tony Knowles Coastal Trail, where sea eagles soar overhead and salmon swim beneath. Local cuisine offers a taste of Alaska's bounty, fresh seafood, wild berries, and hearty fare that warms the soul. Respect for indigenous culture is woven into the city's fabric, inviting visitors to learn and connect with its living traditions. Navigating Anchorage is easy by public transit, car, or bike. Be mindful of wildlife, especially moose that occasionally wander into town. As evening falls, the city lights flicker like stars beneath the mountain's watchful gaze. Anchorage holds a promise of both discovery and belonging in Alaska's vast embrace. Talkeetna is a charming blend of small-town warmth and wild frontier spirit. Nestled where the Talkeetna and Susitna rivers meet beneath the towering shadow of Denali, the town hums with quiet energy, its rustic streets lined with colorful cabins, cozy cafes, and the scent of freshly brewed coffee mingling with crisp mountain air. Here, time slows to the rhythm of the wilderness, inviting a gentle pace of exploration. The landscape surrounding Talkeetna is a painter's palette, Rugged peaks capped with snow, dense forests alive with songbirds, and rivers that sparkle under shifting skies. Flights take off daily, carrying adventurers into Denali's high country, while trails invite quieter journeys through alpine meadows and along rushing streams. Visitors are encouraged to dress in layers, prepared for sudden changes in weather and cool evenings. Respect for local customs and the natural environment is paramount. Tread lightly on trails, keep a safe distance from wildlife, and savor the tranquility that Talkeetna offers. Try local fare, fresh-caught salmon, homemade baked goods, and rich berry jams, a delicious reflection of the land's generosity. Getting around is best on foot or by bike, revealing hidden gems and welcoming faces. Seasonal festivals celebrate arts and culture, weaving community spirit into every corner. As the sun sets behind jagged peaks, Talkeetna leaves a lasting impression, a gentle, heartfelt welcome to the wild beauty of Alaska's heartland. Valdez is a harbor town cradled by towering mountains and kissed by icy blue waters that sparkle under the endless Alaskan sky. The scent of salt water mingles with the crisp mountain air, weaving a tapestry of sea and stone that feels both wild and welcoming. Here, glaciers descend like ancient rivers of ice, carving fjords that echo with the stories of time. The town pulses with quiet energy, a gateway to adventure and reflection. Fishing boats the harbor, their nets brimming with salmon and halibut, while eagles wheel overhead, their keen eyes ever watchful. The rhythm of Valdez is both rugged and gentle, where natural forces shape daily life in harmonious balance. Visitors should dress in layered clothing and waterproof gear. Sudden showers are part of the landscape's charm. Respect for the environment and local traditions enriches the experience. Engage with friendly locals who cherish their home and share stories of survival and celebration. Explore trails that reveal waterfalls, wildflowers, and panoramic views that stretch to endless horizons. When sampling local cuisine, savor freshly caught seafood prepared simply, honoring the bounty of sea and land. Getting around is easiest by car, but walking the waterfront offers moments of peaceful connection. As twilight descends, let Valdez's serene strength stay with you, a place where earth, water, and sky converge in timeless beauty. Juneau, Alaska's capital nestled between lush mountains and the shimmering Gastineau Channel, breeds a quiet vitality that blends the pulse of the city with the calm of wilderness. Mist often drapes the town in a soft veil, casting a magical glow over colorful houses perched on hillsides and fishing boats bobbing gently in the harbor. The scent of cedar and salt water mingle, inviting you into a place where land and sea meet in gentle harmony. The rhythms of Juneau unfold slowly, like the tide, revealing hidden trails through dense forests, secret waterfalls, and the majestic presence of nearby glaciers. The air carries the distant calls of bald eagles and the rush of rivers teeming with salmon, echoes of life that have shaped this land for centuries. Visitors are welcome to dress in layers, prepare for sudden rain or sun, and encouraged to move mindfully, honoring the traditions of the Tlingit people whose stories and art enrich the community deeply. Savor local dishes like fresh halibut and berry preserves, a delicious reflection of the region's bounty. Getting around Juneau is best on foot or via water taxis that connect the town to nearby wilderness. Respect for wildlife and the fragile environment is paramount. Tread lightly and embrace the quiet magic of the place. As evening falls, the lights of Juneau flicker softly against the darkening mountains, a gentle reminder that this is a land where nature and humanity coexist in tender balance. Sitka sits quietly on the edge of the Pacific, where dense forests meet the restless sea in a seamless embrace. The air carries the briny scent of salt and cedar, mingled with whispers of history that linger in every corner. From the Russian Orthodox churches with their onion domes to the ancient totem poles, standing sentinel among towering spruce. The town's rhythm is gentle yet steadfast, shaped by tides and seasons. Kayaks glide silently across calm waters, while eagles will high above, their sharp cries punctuating the stillness. The forest floor is carpeted with moss and wildflowers, soft underfoot, inviting exploration and reverence. Visitors here are encouraged to dress in layers, waterproof and warm, ready for the coastal rains that feed this lush landscape. Engage with local culture respectfully, honoring Tlingit heritage and the community's blended traditions. Sample the fresh seafood, smoked salmon, halibut, and Dungeness crab. Prepare with care and shared warmly. Getting around Sitka is simple on foot or by bicycle, allowing for a slow, mindful journey through its charming streets and natural wonders. Always be mindful of wildlife and the delicate balance of this coastal ecosystem. As twilight settles, Sitka reveals itself as a place of quiet strength and enduring beauty, a living poem written by sea, forest, and spirit. Fairbanks unfolds across the vast interior, where golden tundra meets endless skies that shift with the season's moods. The air carries the crisp scent of spruce and earth, punctuated in winter by the cold, cleaned by the snow, and in summer by the warm hum of life beneath midnight sun. This city is a crossroads of rugged frontier spirit and quiet resilience, where human warmth meets the wild heart of Alaska. The rhythm here is marked by contrasts. Summer's endless light invites exploration of rivers, trails, and vibrant festivals, while winter blankets the land in stillness and the spectacular dance of the northern lights. The Tanana River threads through the city, reflecting the changing colors of sky and season, a constant companion in this vast landscape. Visitors should prepare for extremes. Layered clothing is essential, and in winter, sturdy boots and thermal gear protect against the biting cold. Respect local traditions and take time to learn the stories of the Athabascan peoples, whose deep connection to the land enriches Fairbanks' soul. Explore museums, historic sites, and art galleries that honor the past while celebrating the present. Engage gently with wildlife and nature, especially during sensitive seasons. Whether cruising the rivers or wandering downtown, let the spirit of discovery guide you. As night falls, the aurora paints the sky in waves of green and violet, a breathtaking reminder that Fairbanks is a place where Earth's raw beauty and human endurance come together in luminous harmony. Seward is a coastal jewel nestled between snow-capped peaks and the shimmering waters of Resurrection Bay. The air here carries the crisp scent of salt and spruce, mingling with the distant call of seabirds and the gentle lapping of waves against rugged shores. The town hums with quiet energy, a gateway to glaciers, fjords, and abundant wildlife. The landscape invites exploration. Hiking trails wind through wildflower-strewn forests, while boats glide silently past towering icebergs and playful sea otters. The colors of Seward shift with the light. Sapphire waters, emerald moss, and the soft glow of morning mist create a living painting that evolves hour by hour. Visitors should prepare for changing weather with layered clothing and waterproof gear. Local guides enrich every journey with stories of the land's history, geology, and native culture, fostering a deep respect for this pristine environment. Sampling fresh seafood, like halibut crab, is a delicious way to savor the bounty of the sea. Getting around Seward is best on foot or by boat, allowing for intimate encounters with nature's wonders. Always maintain a respectful distance from wildlife and tread lightly on the trails. As evening falls, Seward's serene beauty lingers, a place where sea and mountain converge in timeless embrace, inviting quiet reflection and renewed wonder. Petersville rests quietly amid rolling hills and dense spruce forests, a hidden gem where the wilderness speaks softly through whispering trees and gentle streams. The air is crisp and clean, filled with the scent of pine and earth, inviting moments of calm reflection in nature's embrace. This secluded place rewards those who seek solitude and a slower pace. Dress warmly in layers as the weather shifts with the seasons, and prepare sturdy boots for exploring uneven trails. Respect for the land here is paramount. Leave no trace, tread lightly, and honor the quiet beauty that surrounds. Locals cherish the simplicity of life, offering a warm welcome to visitors who come with open hearts and gentle curiosity. Whether wandering forest paths or simply breathing in the stillness, Petersville invites you to reconnect with nature's quiet grace. Wasilla lies quietly at the edge of Alaska's wilderness, a gentle town cradled by rolling hills and shimmering lakes. The air is fresh and cool, scented with pine and wildflowers, inviting a calm pace of life. Here, the rhythms of nature meld seamlessly with a close-knit community, where the echoes of history and the promise of new beginnings meet. Surrounded by trails and waterways, Wasilla offers peaceful escapes into forests alive with bird song and the soft rustle of leaves. The town's charm lies in its balance, modern conveniences alongside a deep respect for the land and its changing seasons. Visitors should dress comfortably in layers, prepared for sun, rain, or chill. Local markets and cafes invite warm interactions and the chance to savor homegrown produce and hearty Alaskan fare. Travel by car or bike to explore the nearby lakes and hiking paths, moving gently through this welcoming landscape. Respect for local customs and the environment enhances every visit. Take time to listen to stories shared by longtime residents and to appreciate the simple beauty that surrounds. As daylight fades, Wasilla's peaceful spirit endures, a quiet reminder that even on the edge of wilderness, warmth and connection bloom like wildflowers. Unalaska Island is a rugged jewel tucked deep within the Aleutian chain, where volcanic peaks rise dramatically against a sky often painted in shifting shades of gray and blue. The air carries a salty tang mixed with a faint scent of damp earth and seaweed, telling tales of relentless ocean winds and ancient volcanic fires. Here, the land is raw and wild, shaped by forces both fierce and eternal. This island holds stories of survival and resilience, from its indigenous Aleut roots to its role as a strategic port and fishing hub. Small, hardy communities cling to the coastline, their spirit as enduring as the rocky shores they call home. The crashing waves and seabird colonies add a lively soundtrack to this remote place, where nature's power is both humbling and inspiring. Visitors should come prepared with waterproof, windproof layers and sturdy footwear. Weather can change swiftly, and the landscape demands respect and careful navigation. Engaging with local culture with openness and humility deepens the experience, revealing traditions woven into every aspect of life here. Travel around Unalaska is best by foot or small boat, offering intimate glimpses of secluded coves, wildlife, and historic sites. Sample fresh seafood caught daily, a testament to the island's bounty and the community's connection to the sea. In the quiet moments, Unalaska reveals its soul, a place where earth, ocean, and human endurance meet in a wild, timeless embrace. Baranof Island is a sanctuary of mist and green, where mountains rise steeply from the sea and thick forests cloak the land in velvet silence. The air here feels ancient, cool and damp, tinged with salt spray, cedar, and moss. Waterfalls pour down the cliffs like silver ribbons, and the land breathes with quiet intensity, a sacred hush broken only by the call of ravens and the rhythm of the tide. This island, home to Sitka and many smaller communities, holds a deep spiritual weight. Tlingit traditions live in the carvings, songs, and stories that echo through the trees and over the water. Everything feels connected here, human and earth, wind and word, history and present moment. To travel Baranof Island is to move slowly, to listen more than speak. Dress warmly and with care for the rain that often blesses this place. The weather, ever-changing, teaches patience and presence. Ferries and small planes connect the towns, but the true paths lie on foot by kayak or through respectful conversation with those who know the land. Food is drawn from the sea: salmon, herring roe, halibut. Each meal a celebration of the island's gifts. Speak gently and carry curiosity like an offering. Locals are generous in spirit, but time and trust unfold naturally like the soft break of a wave. As dusk settles over the harbors and forests, Baranof Island seems to dissolve into sea and sky, its edges blurred by fog and feeling. What remains is a sense of having touched something deeply rooted, an island shaped not only by nature's force, but by reverence. Baranof Island is a sanctuary of mist and green, where mountains rise steeply from the sea and thick forests cloak the land in velvet silence. The air here feels ancient, cool and damp, tinged with salt spray, cedar, and moss. Waterfalls pour down the cliffs like silver ribbons, and the land breathes with quiet intensity, a sacred hush broken only by the call of ravens and the rhythm of the tide. This island, home to Sitka and many smaller communities, holds a deep spiritual weight. Tlingit traditions live in the carvings, songs, and stories that echo through the trees and over the water. Everything feels connected here, human and earth, wind and word, history and present moment. To travel Baranof Island is to move slowly, to listen more than speak. Dress warmly and with care for the rain that often blesses this place. The weather, ever-changing, teaches patience and presence. Ferries and small planes connect the towns, but the true paths lie on foot by kayak or through respectful conversation with those who know the land. Food is drawn from the sea: salmon, herring roe, halibut. Each meal a celebration of the island's gifts. Speak gently and carry curiosity like an offering. Locals are generous in spirit, but time and trust unfold naturally like the soft break of a wave. As dusk settles over the harbors and forests, Baranof Island seems to dissolve into sea and sky, its edges blurred by fog and feeling. What remains is a sense of having touched something deeply rooted, an island shaped not only by nature's force, but by reverence.